Hi, welcome to What the Flick, everybody. I'm Matt Atchity, Alonzo Duralde, Christy Lemire. We're here to talk about Blackhat. Who's going to describe it?
Oh, let me.
Please.
Chris Hemsworth is the world's greatest hacker. Chew on that one for a second.
And he's got the abs to prove it.
That's right. And he hates shirts. That's the only good thing this movie has, except for Viola Davis. So yeah, he is the only person who can stop this big worldwide hacking that's taken down a Chinese nuclear reactor and the American commodities market. So they spring him from jail so that he can crack the code. And here's the thing. Hacking movies are always about people going... And even with Michael Mann directing, this movie is pretty much all... Take a look.
Some hacker is hitting our financial markets.
4 major banks, and that's just what we know about?
If we want clues to the hacker's identity, we need a man named Hathaway.
What do we know about this guy?
He's a convicted hacker serving 15 years at MIT. Genius coder.
I want you to commute my sentence for identification and the apprehension of the guy you're after. Those are the terms. Real hit is still to come.
You get discovered, you're dead meat.
You have to run.
Knocking on heaven's door.
This isn't about money. This isn't about politics. I can target anyone, anything, anywhere.
Yeah, the casting is an issue. And there's more to Chris Hemsworth than Thor. I mean, he is wildly miscast here, but he has shown shadings and layers in Rush. He's pretty great in Rush.
Right, and he's pretty self-aware, as we see in Cabin in the Woods.
Right, he's unbelievable here. He's shockingly bad here. Like, he has all the time in the world to do push-ups up against the wall. I want to go home and do these just to see if I can. You put your feet on the wall, and then you do a push-up, and then you see him doing this. The whole romance with the roommate sister, the college roommate sister, is unbelievable. Has zero chemistry, comes out of nowhere.
She was the star of, and I should
Less Caution.
Less Caution was great in that.
Tang Wei.
Tang Wei, thank you. But boy, yeah, there's zero chemistry between them at all. This movie is dull, poorly plotted. Again, except for Viola Davis, terribly acted. It's awful to look at. Like, Michael Mann has this thing now where it's like, I'm going to shoot digitally, and I'm going to remind you I'm shooting digitally because every time there's a light source on camera, it's going to look fried and weird. You know, if like light seems in through a window or there's a headlight or something. So
Can we get more sodium lighting in here, please?
Yeah, exactly. So let's stage our finale at a torch rally. You know, it's like, oh, great.
Yeah, the whole fist fight in the restaurant, the neon lit restaurant, where it's all like digital, shaky cam. It looks like crap. I know it's supposed to be energetic and kinetic and put you in the middle of it, but instead it's just like, ah.
There's a lot of shaky cam.
There are
parts, which I know you're not a fan of.
There are parts where the movie looks like when you get a new HD TV and you don't take off that setting that makes everything look like a telenovela. Like, you've done that sort of, you know, and yeah, this is a disaster. I mean, I've never been a giant Michael Mann fan, but I mean, he's better than this. I don't know what's going on, what series of decisions wound up with this movie, but this is my worst of 2015 list starts here.
Wow, yeah, shockingly bad Michael Mann film. What do you think?
I didn't think it was shockingly bad.
Yeah.
I just thought it was bad.
Okay.
I've seen worse bad movies. Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas.
That's the bar.
This one, the worst part about this movie is that Michael Mann's one of those directors who's given too much rope. And he's given too much leeway to make a movie that is really probably almost an hour too long. This movie, there's all these slow stage shots. Like, okay, I'm going to do an establishing shot, and you're going to look at it for 40 seconds. Like, I don't care, right? And it gives away some of the plot points. Like, there's, you know, you and I talked about this after the movie. There's one particular scene where they're focusing on something and it's like, that thing's going to blow up. Right? You know? You just know it because as anyone with any sophistication as a film viewer, it's like, well, you don't put that in the screen if you know, you don't frame people off to the side of the screen and put some other element in if something's not going to happen to it. There goes the tension. Now, I will say, at least this isn't like Hackers, where you've got these crazy, over-the-top, Tron-like hacking scenes. Like, it does show that, yeah, you know what, writing code, kind of boring, not that
But
sexy.
there is some Tron stuff in it.
There is, yeah. When the
right,
hack happens, they take you inside the microchip, so it's basically the opening credits of Fight Club, and you see like little white lights going zipping about in the little, and like, oh,
that I thought was silly.
Cool. No,
and the under the
time.
keyboard shot, I'm like, oh God, this is
That
getting
was
desperate.
hacky. That was hacky. But the first time in the intro where you see like the lava ooze of blips coming to destroy your nuclear reactor, that was kind of cool the first time. And then they do it several more times.
Yeah. By the third one, it's
We can do it again to show more information is being moved around.
Yeah, the plot's kind of confusing. Again,
and we are supposed to believe that Chris Hemsworth can just sort of drift in and out of Asian situations without being noticed because he's
6'5".
Yeah, he's 6'5", 6'6", blonde guy. But he's got a baseball cap on, so no one's going to notice him around all these like Malaysians who are half his size.
And an Asian girlfriend on his arm.
Yeah, he's just going to drift in and out of airports unnoticed. Oh man.
Continue. You're going to say the plot is confusing.
The plot's confusing. This is not a great. It's not terrible. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's not very good.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, a Michael Mann movie starring a major movie star comes out in January, and there's a reason why. And now we know because we've seen it. So it's not very good. So what are your numbers then, friends?
I give it a 2 for Viola Davis, and that's it.
Yeah, Viola Davis is pretty good in it. Good.
Yeah, I give it a 4. I think that there's potentially an okay action movie in here, but it just goes on too long.
Yeah, I give it a 4 as well. A couple of cool set pieces, and the Viola Davis scenes are good because they cannot be anything but. So our average is 3.3. Is it 44%?
Yeah, it's pretty low on the tomato meter right now.
I kind of see it dropping from there.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, the good reviews of this movie are fascinating to watch because people will find reasons to love this movie that to me make no sense at all. Like they'll take the things that we just talked about as being weaknesses and kung fu them into being these great ideas of Michael Mann.
Right, you Michael Mann apologists.
So if you love Michael Mann,
you know
you'll find a way to love this movie, apparently. Knock yourself out.
Bye.